All right, welcome back, and we're gonna jump into some more Tom MacDonald. This one's called Exposure. Highly requested. I had on the list for a while. They wanted to do it, and I'm gonna jump on it today, man. You know it's gonna be fire. All right, tough nerds, welcome back. And as I mentioned, we're gonna jump into some more Tom MacDonald. This is called Exposure. So obviously he's gonna be exposing something, right? Um, Maybe something to do with the rap game, politics. You know how Tom MacDonald is speaking that knowledge, and always making us think a little bit. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this, man. This one's called Exposure. I hope it's gonna be a fire one with Tom MacDonald's. You know it's always gonna be fire, bro. Tom MacDonald is a lyrical beast, so you know what's up. All right, let's go get into this, man. Give me a second here. All right, man. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm.
All right, so this song's about 4 or 5 years old, right? So it's not a new one, but it's not an old one either, right? Go ahead, let's get it.
Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil.
Downer, coward, that's fire, bro. And he had another one right there. He played with another one.
Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy.
Ooh, yeah, well, maybe Lil Wayne in the beginning did do some gangster rap, but later on in his career, he just spit fire, bro. Lil Wayne is a fucking genius. Rick Ross, he's all right. He's got the flow, you know. But yo, Lil Wayne is off the chain, bro. And yeah, I think they all did go to college, but they're writers, man. They're writers, and they did come from the bottom, and they made it to the top. Yeah, it's all right. They made it to the top, right? But I get his message, though, man. I get his message. Oh, let's take that shit back. That was fire.
Howard till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet. Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours to turn a student.
I mean, that it's business. You guys gotta understand it. I mean, that's why there's got to be people to guide people to certain music, because it's just business. You know, you can't be doing stuff that a lot of rappers talk about doing in their songs. They're telling stories. Sometimes they're just trying to make people aware of what's happening in certain situations so there can be a change, like Tupac said. But you can't be living how rappers or what rappers be rapping about. A lot of rappers don't live like that, man. You understand? Some rappers did live that life, but obviously they wanted to get out of it. That's why they got into the rap game, so they can get out of that lifestyle. Rick Ross is a freaking correctional officer, man, but he's a writer, so he got into writing, you know, and he raps about like money and Miami and stuff like that. But all in all, it's a business, and you know, we're here just to listen to the bars, but we don't want to be influenced to the point. And that's why I guess what he's saying, that a lot of rappers have a responsibility to be careful what they say in their songs, because it does influence some people who just want to follow what people are saying. Anyway, let's get back into it. Let's take that shit back.
Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours, to turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system? Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you.
He's talking about, he's comparing like those this was like 4 years ago, right? Like those new wave rappers, those tap rappers that were coming out 5-6 years ago. I think still maybe coming out, even though a lot of old school style rappers are coming out nowadays. Again, like, you know, Playboy the Bees, we got Eminem coming out with some new stuff now. I mean, even the old school cats are coming out with some new material. A lot of new rappers are trying to bring back the real hip hop style. But I guess what he's saying, a lot of mumble rappers or some type of rappers were dressing that type of way, with like the different color hair, the tight jeans and all that stuff, which is fine, But I understand what he's saying, right? To each his own. But I understand the verses he's doing right there, like this one versus that one, that style. Let's take it back.
Game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend, to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald, welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big, middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along, I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse.
I'm optimized for making the killing and make it bigger. That's fire. Let's take it back, bro. Let's take it back.
Oh, my resolution to losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big, middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise, I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along, I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming, and I'm designed to find
Cry me a river. Where's that from, man? That was something famous. That was a famous song from back in the days. Cry me a river. That's fire. That's fire. Hold on. Let's take that back. Blades to a building made of iron and pillars. That's crazy.
Had the fire all along, I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors, but what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming, and I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing, and every time I open my mouth up you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers.
You say talk is cheap, then you act like it's that is a fire ass bar. It's like you're saying talk is nothing, but then when I'm talking, you acting all crazy about it. You acting like it's something big. That was a bar right there. That was a definite bar. You say talk is cheap, but when I speak, it's like that's fire.
I just tell the truth. It's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing, and every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything
And the whole contradiction is like he's telling people they're afraid to speak their mind because they're not going to be popular or they're going to be criticized or canceled. And that's what he's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? He's being the other side of that coin. He's speaking his mind regardless. He's speaking his mind regardless of the death threats, regardless of people misinterpreting a lot of the shit that he says, a lot of the stuff that he says. And that's awesome, bro. It takes balls. It takes balls,
And then I blew up off a record. No one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience. Just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts thoughts and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make.
That's fire. If you don't like it, you're not required to listen, man. Hey, Tom MacDonald letting you know, hey, if you don't like me, don't listen to me, man. It's okay, bro. I'm still gonna do my thing. I'm still gonna speak my mind. You know?
From the ashes I've risen, my motivation won't expire. I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
Ooh. Go make something of the Castles. I gotta check that one out too. I don't think I've reacted to that one. I'm gonna do that one next. Castles. All right, man. Definitely Tom MacDonald bringing his knowledge as always, making us think. He has the whole Tupac philosophy going on, bro. If y'all know about Tupac, Tupac once said he writes stories about things that are gonna let people see what's going on in the world, and maybe it'll spark the light bulb that'll make a change. Tupac blatantly admitted that a lot of the stuff he rapped about, he didn't live through. Yeah, he lived in the ghetto and he hung around drug dealers. And a lot of the songs he talked about, he hung around drug dealers, but they told him not to hang around with him because he was better than that. He had a talent, right? So even Tupac was in art studios. You know, he was like in those art classes, like like music classes or whatever. Like there's pictures of him, and I think Jada Pinkett. That's where he met her. But he was from the gutter. He did come from that, but he was trying to get out of it. So I like that mentality Tom MacDonald has. He's trying to he's trying to open our eyes to see certain things. Anyways, like and subscribe, hit that notification button. One love, peace, keep it real. We're gonna do some more Tom MacDonald. You know what's up.